Now, the following story may upset sensitive viewers. Yesterday, we reported on a story of a case of assault that had been opened against the Road Traffic Management Corporation officers at the Booysens Police Station. Businessman Thulani Msimango said he was allegedly beaten by two officers for reportedly refusing to pay a bribe after allegedly not stopping at a stop sign that was not even visible on Friday in Southgate. A video of the incident was captured by bystanders as Msimango was continuously being beaten. All right, for more on this, let's now welcome Advocate Makhosini Msibi, CEO of the Road Traffic Management Corporation. Advocate, thank you so much for joining us. I remember yesterday when we ended that interview, I assured our viewers that we will be working tirelessly to get your response to, of course, the incident. Now you've seen the video, you've had all the information provided to you. What is your response as RTMC?
Thank you for having us. We were very hard at work gathering all the information, having looked at the videos that have been circulating on the social media and gathered more information on those, even those that were not in their positions. We retrieved them. And indeed, we want firstly to express our disgust at the manner in which the matter had panned out, in particular from the conduct point of view of our law enforcers. As public servants, we are expected to behave in a particular way. And we are not expressing any view on the veracity as well as in the guilt of the individual, simply because this is a two-pronged process. There is a criminal process, which is before the courts. And as a constitutional state, we also abide by the principles of our criminal law and criminal justice, that such matters are sub judice, and we leave it within the ambit and competent ambit of our courts to express a view on the guilt and or innocence of the members. However, as a corporation, we have a particular conduct, and to that end, in terms of the code of conduct of our members, we are bound to come in and deal with the conduct of our members. And to that extent, we are also very mindful of not casting any aspersions. We subsequently had, of course, placed our members on precautionary suspension pending the investigations. This is done precisely to protect the public as well as to protect our members. We have been inundated with a number of calls from even the worker unions, who are also raising a fundamental matter in terms of the security of their members, because it's common cause that the traffic officers too are attacked and of course killed. So we need now to balance the public interest at the very same time to balance the interest of justice, because we're here to serve. And to that extent, the process that are going to unfold are going to then give us what the outcome is. It is unfortunate that the WhatsApp that are circulating and the clips that are circulating are one-sided. The full story has not been blown out in terms of what we have now received.
When will we be privy to that information?
We will, because now this is the matter, as I've said, is a matter of two-pronged process. It's a judicial matter that obviously even our members might be using it in court, but we too, in terms of the disciplinary matters, we are going to refer to them. Once that process is completed, we'll put it to the public. But I can assure you, there's more to this than what we have seen on the public space. And indeed, it also goes back to a number of investigations that we are now doing, because now we have two suspects being on our members, as well as the person who has laid the cases. We now have to dig deeper into the conduct, both of the conducts, so as to ensure that we come with a fair view in the public.
All right. Without giving much on the criminal process, Advocate, let's talk about the overall, of course, behavior of traffic officials. We understand that the contravention of the PRECA by traffic officials to this decree is actually quite concerning. We understand just last month alone, about 11 traffic officials were actually arrested in various parts of the country. The 11 just in Polokwane alone, due to alleged similar behavior. Even the Hawks made similar arrests of course, in relation to traffic officials that have made it their duty to demand bribes from motorists who find themselves in trouble.
Well, we are on record and we are very hard at work eliminating the rotten potatoes within the system. We are at the center.
What are you doing about it, Advocate?
We are arresting them. If you take the Polokwane number, which is 11, total number that we arrested between Polokwane and Mpumalanga was 33.
Just in September alone, by the way.
No, but you must understand that investigation took us 9 months. It was not an overnight issue. We continue to arrest together with the Hawks. We are in other provinces. You will be shocked at the sketch. But what we have not done, which we now have to deal with, we need also to arrest the members of the public, because it takes two to tango. And what we have now only been doing was to cancel the driver's licenses. But you too, who got the driver's license fraudulently, you are also participant in the criminal activity. And we need to arrest you in this matter. But on this matter the subject matter of what we are here before, it's a matter that we are now saying in terms of the conduct of the traffic officers as well as the public. We are not also talking about the number, particularly the females within the traffic law enforcement that are bullied, that are being assaulted, that are being killed by the motorist. We're not talking about that. But
and
we're not here
sexual advances made against them.
Now, we too, there will be defenses. There will always be a defense that they were soliciting a bribe, and we don't condone that. If you are soliciting a bribe, we deal with you harshly.
And let's talk about those harsh measures, Advocate. Sorry to just cut you off there. Yes. I want to get into the details of in relation to ethics and code of conduct of your members. I mean, what are some of the measures that you do implement? We understand in this case, as you've just rightly pointed out, that the members that were seen on the footage have obviously, of course, been suspended pending the finalization of the matter. But let's talk in broader aspect. What really happens to the offending traffic officials in the long run, besides just appearing in court, particularly by your department? What stringent measures do you take to punish them?
Well, we are at the conclusion of the disciplinary matter. There are measures that deals with the mitigating circumstances and the aggravating circumstances. We are always on the side of the aggravating circumstances, simply because we act on behalf and at the behest of the public. To that extent, such of the elements, depending on the gravity on the matter, they attract expulsion.
Okay.
Some will then attract a sentence. Sometimes, in terms of the state of the traffic officers, sometimes some of them, they are given a penalty and they are referred for psychological treatment, because you need to have a balance in terms of the sentencing and the attribution. They normally say, and it is within the case law, and we refer to the case of R versus Zin, where they say punishment must fit the crime that has been committed. So we don't compromise on those bases.
All right. So, Advocate, a very quick one in closing. I'm out of time. When is the matter going to court, and so that we can also be furnished with that video footage that you claim to have?
There are two cases. Remember, the court has now called upon the two dockets.
Yes.
So the person that has been assaulted is a complainant on another matter. Our traffic officers are the complainant on that matter. Depending on the wisdom of the courts, these two cases might be referred for a decision by the public prosecutor. Depending on the decision of the public prosecutor, whether to charge or not to charge, we don't want to enter that terrain. It's not our terrain. However, our terrain was setting off the disciplinary measures will be in motion and will deal with those inappropriate circumstances.
Advocate, certainly looking forward to that footage as soon as the matter has been finalized. Thank you so much for honoring our interview for that right of reply.